It's a feel-good breakfast show. Sorry, I beat you to it.
You win, well played, of course. But we are here in the studio, and abs and everything else in the body is so important this morning. And obviously the weekend was quite a rough one. I know a lot of us didn't do much. We were just chilling out. And
I was that one. I did minimal this weekend because of the heat. I really just tried to preserve my energy.
Yeah.
But you know what? You mentioned abs, and abs are one of the most important muscles in your body. And having a stronger core will help your strength in other lifts, such as bench presses, overhead work, some deadlifts, as well as squats, while also helping you to maintain good posture and even eliminate back pain. And I don't think we all realize how important the abs really are. So Ryle here is going to show me a couple of cool ab workouts. And I did say, dude, I'm the weakest in my abs, so make sure it's like a full body workout.
Yeah, we're going to make it functional, of course. And a lot of people think that abs just involves crunching. And they think the core is just that thing on the top and a six-pack. But it's not that. There's so much more involved in your core. Yeah, it's the entire functioning system that protects you, your girdle, your hips and everything else. And that's what we're going to target today. So it's not just working the core, but it's functionally working the entire body at the same time. So we're going to benefit from a little bit of fat burning, of course. I know we were a little bit lethargic this weekend, so we can turn things up a bit. And of course, kickstart this weekend. Before we do anything, I love to make sure that we are warm and we are ready. And at the same time, we can create an exercise and a warm-up that does two birds in one stone, right?
Okay.
So it's a good bang for your buck. So essentially what we're going to be doing is a lunge to work out the lower body. We're going to work out the hips. We're going to do a little bit of a spine stimulation, as well as upper body for the shoulders, the chest, and the torso. All right. So first steps first, we go for a lunge. So we step forward into the lunge, have your knee on the ground. Nice and simple, all right? So already feel a nice stretch in the quad. We work in the legs. From there, we're going to put our hands straight out in front of us, okay? From here, rotate towards the bent leg. Now you're going to get a good thoracic twist. So you feel a little bit of stretch in the lower back. Switch it to the other side, coming across. And then you can open up the one hand, so you're opening up your pecs as well. So essentially, right there in that motion, we're stretching out the pecs. We've worked the scapula behind our back as well, getting the shoulders, opening up the torso. But at the same time, we're working the core functionally to allow for the twisting motion, which supports that functionality. All right, simple as that. You step back up onto the ground, and then you go for another step forward. All right, so let's do the other side one more time. We're going to twist to the side. There we go. Twist to the other side. Open up your arms. And then you can lunge back into that position. We're going to step this up into an actual exercise. So once you do that for about 10 reps, you're kind of going to feel pretty warm. Now we're going to start activating. So now what we're going to do is something which I absolutely love. And you, Mzansi, you want to do this exercise because it's so important for people that sit down at their desk, hunched over, working, especially throughout the week. So we're going to open up the hips, open up the pelvic girdle, work that psoas as well, which is a big part of your body. It's a muscle connecting the leg to the spine. So it's the only muscle that connects your upper half of your body to your lower half of your body. And we sometimes keep that too tight. So in the exact same motion, we lunge forward. We're going to twist again to the side, twisting back. Now what we're going to do is squeeze the glute, which is involved with the knee that's bending on the ground. So your back leg glute, you want to squeeze that, driving the hips forward while lifting your hand up in the air. Now what we're doing is we're activating that psoas, getting a good stretch. Once you lean over to the bent leg side as well, you get a further stretch on that psoas. You'll feel a good stretch coming through on the side of the oblique as well, and then straight back to your start position, and voila. How's that feel?
That was a good one.
Yeah, you see, you're starting to open up the muscle, activate at the same time, get the mobility. But if you start doing this as a rep count, it becomes an exercise. So we'll do that right now. Let's go for 4 reps. Mzansi, you can join in with us as well. Let's show them what we're doing. Start on the right leg. Let's go forward. Twist to the right first, then to the left. Then we're going to open up. Then we're going to squeeze the glute. And then we're going to lean to the side of the leg that's bent. And voila, that's 1 rep done. All right, onto the other side now. Left leg for a lunge, twist to the left, then to the right-hand side. Now open up the chest. Bring them forward and up, squeezing the glute, twist to the side, and straight back down. Nice form, how's it feeling? Starting
Feeling
to wake
good,
up?
yeah.
Let's go for 2 more reps now. All over in the TV land and watching on YouTube, you can join us right now. We're opening up the psoas, the hips, working the core. We're getting some lunging involved as well. And we are also just waking up the body for the week ahead, giving you that Monday energy that you absolutely love. All right, so once you're done with this, you guys can do about 3 sets of these, 10 reps each in total. That's already your entire body that's going to be activated.
It's nice and warm.
Nice and warm. From there, we're going to do, again, core workout, but at the same time, working out the rest of the body. body. So we're gonna go down into a bear position, nice and simple. Obviously, with the bear, you're already supporting yourself. So essentially, you'd start with your knees obviously bent on the ground, hands stacked just above the shoulders. First step, raise your knees off the ground, right? Without changing your position, that's already activating the core. So in this position alone, we are activated, we are moving, we are ready. Now the hardest part comes in. We want to try activate our glutes at the same time without moving our upper body. So kick your leg back. Don't let that knee.
I'm slipping.
Don't let that knee go too far back. And then you want to bring it straight back into that same position without touching the ground. Again, on the opposite leg, you want to kick back as far as you can. Don't let that knee move at all. And then come straight back to your start position. If you're finding it too hard,
You're making it look easy. My feet are slipping, so I'm finding it difficult to like...
Yeah, which doesn't help, but at the same time, slippery feet means that the core needs to activate even more.
Okay.
So if you're really, really struggling with it, you can grade it down, and instead of having your knees above the ground like I do have now, you can simply start with them on the ground. So really, you are still stimulating your core. This is a great exercise for pregnant women, as an example, that can't really move around, roll on their stomach. They can still activate their core by being in the prone position and simply doing the exact same thing. Activating that glute once again, kicking through with the heel as high as you can, straightening the leg and coming straight back, and then repeating that on the other side of the leg as well. Again, of course, we are keeping the core engaged. That means keeping your navel pressed towards your spine while you're doing this and repeating this for 10 reps in total. Simple as that. 2 functional, effective exercises that literally stimulates the entire body. And believe it or not, we were working the core there. Crazy, right?
I know, but you made it look a lot easier when you had your knees off the floor.
It's a tricky one, but of course, in science, it's something you can work to. There's a great grading like you saw Zoe and I do now as well. And it's a great way to start the week. We haven't worked up too much of a sweat, but we have stimulated the muscle and we are definitely feeling the flavor. And speaking of flavor, let's head to the kitchen because you definitely earned this if you joined us right now. Nice stuff, Zoe.
Thank you.